Okay, we're live. Now, check this out. Okay. I vibe coded today a simple app that will get our chat on the screen. Okay, but first we have to copy this link. Okay. It's a simple fetch. Okay, we've got the link over here. We're gonna start school vibe coded app. I'm gonna say connect. All right, we're live. Now we're just gonna have to wait for someone to come and send a message. Until then, I guess I'll just test it. Hello, welcome to the chat. And let's just say I'm working. Okay, I'm working. Look at that. And it's got a timeout and everything. I think right now it's set to 15 seconds. Because, my indie game for 15 seconds. And it goes away. It's going to be a simple, I'm just going to have to play a little beep. If I play a little beep, play beep sound Python. BP. I don't want BP. Oh, I can just use a. Oh, cool. Nice. Not bad. All right, next time. We're gonna have upgrades next time. Okay. Right now, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the chat just in case my program is not working 100%. We're debugging this thing live. Okay, so I got some more straights in. No, not like that. Just this is the D section is made up of straights. These straights are less enemies, more teleportation. I think we could add to this list. So that's what I'm doing today. A cool new style of levels I'm trying out. So over here, C straights, D straights. Check this out. Some indoor teleportation. So you gotta watch out for this thing. You don't want to hit this thing. And DS10. This is kind of putting teleporters inside the room. Nice little kind of interval sections. Come on, somebody send a chat message, man. I put so much effort into this. Send a chat message. You on the stream, say hello. I'm testing out a feature here, man. Testing out a feature, and it's unclickable. I tried using Stream Ninja, whatever. Like, no shade on all the hard work that goes into that, but just setting it up was so complicated. There were like a million features in there, which I don't see myself using right now. I really just want the notifications for my messages, and it had the whole thing where you could make the window transparent. Findy was also able to kind of like make it so that it's on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, but like strange bugs where I'm trying to change the resolution, but it's changing the resolution of the other window, not the chat window. It's completely unusable after a while. Save as D_S11. No chats. I'm only making these cross designs so that I'm not spending too much of the the flood fill. It's easier on the flood fill this way. Ninja Gunner. TP balloon. I think this has to be invisible. This also has to be invisible. Zero, one, one. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Is this height? Just chill out a little bit, bro. Just chill out. What happened? Yeah, this thing needs to be a little bit up ahead over there, and then we are good. And the waypoints are not where they're supposed to be. Can Y 50 30 apply. Can Y 50 30 save. Waypoints fix, please. This doesn't also need to be mirrored, so I can remove that. I think there's plenty of time for the player to figure out these traits. DS11M needs to go. I'm loving the full view here. Check this out. Say all. Just zoom out a little bit. Look at that. You know, and like on your Apple iPhone, you can do the in the Photos app. Come on, so good. Somebody please send a message so that I know my chat overlay is working. I will open source this chat overlay because I didn't even write it. Took me no time. I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who wants to use it. I kind of like the idea of like an app that does one thing and it does it really well. And instead of kind of like having this massive kind of monolith that's trying to do a million different things. I guess with vibe coding, you can just do it yourself. Like I'm gonna add some features to it where I'm like, I saw some of these stream chat overlay things have the CSS functionality where you can define custom CSS, but I'm using basic like tkinter, the tkinter window manager. I don't know if tkinter has a what do you call this, JavaScript CSS engine? What is it? CSS like styling, CSS tkinter. Interesting. Tiny CSS2. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know how efficient this is going to be. Enter. Anywho. Where were we? D straights. DS11. This isn't technically a straight though, because there's too many there's too many enemies here. I included this just so that there was like a little bit of variation, you know. And so if we go to D1, like I want these to alternate a little bit. D straights, D rooms, D straights, D rows, D straight, D rows. This is pretty long though. Pretty long. Like this could just be like, you know, 3D rooms, but I wanted some way to control the spacing between them. So there are essentially two different types of D levels, which is fine. I think what I can do is just be a little bit more lenient with the way I set them up. Yeah, so what, like some of the straights might have a little bit of enemies sprinkled on it. Boo-hoo. This is gonna throw players off. It's simple. site x apply save. Cool. So now this guy will indicate which side you're going to go, because it's going to be the opposite. The next enemy is going to be on the opposite side. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just give it a little bit more distance. Make a UI for this which prunes the commands and allows me to kind of like add them instead of a text box. It could just be like separate lines. Completely unnecessary, but it'll be cool. Is nobody watching the stream? I'll just test. Hey man, game looks very cool. Thanks, bro. It works. Oh, the background matches too. Cool. So if we're in the editor, it's gonna fit right in. If there's too many messages, this UI will start to get covered. But it is transparent, so I think we're good. We're good. Okay, let's try to make these with less enemies. Okay, DS12. Get rid of these gaps. It would be cool if a charger dropped a balloon. You want to try that? Let's try that. Let's get rid of this guy. This guy can be a charger, but he will drop a balloon. Now, if you fail this, then you have to just walk around the trap. Big deal. So this gives the players the second option. No, you're a charger. You have to charge me. Please charge me. Thank you. Thank you very much, Green Man. Oof, oof, oof. Come on, come from a little bit further out. Maybe that'll help. Oh, just take this guy out. Too far out. The window will be small, whatever. Short window. Very short window. Okay, not bad. So let's say I fail this. I failed it. It'd be very hard to fail. I'm gonna make it just a little bit smaller. Or maybe we could just give it a little bit of a side X, like this. Side X 5. Okay. Side X 5. Side X 15. Now I should definitely be able to. Yeah, I should be able to walk on the side like that. Okay, cool. It's pretty obvious that it's shifted. How about 2? No. Maybe we could increase the radius by 0.5. Now it'll go off the. Yeah, it's going off that. Oof. Ooh. I'm not loving the displacement very much. Alright, that works. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 0, 1, 1. I think this is enough. We don't need more of these. Okay. Round trap 47 width. Okay. I think that's a level. Gotta be really careful with this, because if you don't land it in time, you're done for. Now if I click on this, I'm dead. Yes. I think it shouldn't spawn the balloon if it's on top of this, but I'm already using this. This is going to be a very tricky level. So what we're going to do is we're going to define this as tricky level, which we can spawn just a little bit more sparingly. Game design, baby, let's go. Should we give this a few turns? Some turns would help here. Anchor. How wide is this? I think this is pretty wide here. One, zero. You can also be one. Waypoints, right? 0, 1. Level design, baby, let's go. No, I'm not clicking that. I am not gonna click that. I also have fast chargers that I could be using. Should we add a little pre-enemy shooting fun here? Static E, side X 30, not just 20. Apply, save, just a little initial distraction. It is kind of easy though. If it is a rare level, let's make it fun. I think it's good. Given the current sneaky March, April, nowhere to be seen. Once in May, twice in June. Man, 0.5 is hello, what's up? See, I can see the chat. I can see the chat without all tabbing into YouTube or having my other laptop open. Welcome to the show. I'm here working on Tamashika level 4. How are you? How's it going? Oh man, this is so good. I can just, it just works. It just works. So yeah, I'm testing out my new app that I wrote. I vibe coded this thing, and now every time you send a message, it just shows up on the screen quietly on the side. It doesn't take up any space. I can't click it. There's no sound right now. We can add sound later. But if you say, hey, what's up again, it's gonna show up on the screen over there with no delay. No sign-in required, no API key. Good stuff. It just works. Live stream. I tried setting up Stream Ninja, but it's too complicated for my brain. It's just easier for me to code it up. DS11? Where were we? DS12. Save as D_S13. I wonder if the transport works if we are using a balloon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Strange. No, I don't think it works for the balloons. Brush. Instead of static, let's make it a gunner. Side X40Y1. Just have it hang out in the limbo space to the side, and we go. I think you're doing that because there's nothing spawned there yet. So I think when the catcher is placed, if the next section isn't placed yet, it registers. What it should technically do is when it's pulled, it should test if it has a gap. I can fix that actually. Let's fix that. Let's fix that right now. Generate. We're in the generator. Catcher. Okay. Spawn type catcher. Nah, bro. Nah. This gap sequence thing, you need to do this separately. This is not ideal. So let's say we set gap here. Catcher set. Okay, yeah, we'll just run this over here. Stage segment. Where am I getting the stage segment? Find segment. Okay. Public void. Stop shouting. Public void catch var seg is equal to engine.word absolute position if let's assume gap is false. Okay, and instead of over here, we just don't set this. We don't set gap at all. I think this is the only place. Catcher, add catcher, and in the player, when we say portal, catch, catcher, pull catcher. So if it does pull catcher, catcher.catch. Let's see if this works. I think this should work now. I hope I didn't break too much. Yeah, it works. It works. I had a pen here somewhere. Never mind. This is pretty sudden. This is making the portal sound. Yeah, every time. These are all transports. Only here is doing a portal. There should be a different function. Let's just bool portal is equal to false. Okay. Transport. If portal else debug.warn to do add transport fx. Okay, portal is default false, so because it's transport function, here we will say true because this is Portal. Yes. Portal. True. What is camera or portal doing? Yeah, it's just setting the pitch. Reload cancel. That's fine too. Stop time, sure. Try ground. Why are you trying ground? What if it's a gap? Oh. Try aerial freeze. Cool. Portal. Awesome. Now to make this level actually feel right. This is actually really cool because it like immediately resets the view. This could be something very straightforward like this as well. Block 4. Zero, 1. The height of the surface needs to be the same as the height of the block, otherwise the flood fill doesn't understand what it needs to do. Oh, you're pretty close to the wall. Oh, why did you do that? Why would you do that, bruv? Oh, because it's off the ground. Side X 60 and put a nice static E in its place over here, and you just chill. I like it's the up arrow, it's just, you know, telling the player, look, I'm gonna get you out of here. Nice. If this is side X 80, we could have this be side X minus 20. Apply. I don't know why I added the second enemy, but whatever. Just to give it some order. 1, 2. I wanted to go the other way. Let's reorder this. Spawns Y. Okay. So this one will go side X 25. This static E is going to go the other way. And this bad boy is gonna go out. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it works when we approach, but otherwise it's not having the same effect. What do? We add a little bit of a buffer here. There you go. Hashtag 0. Okay, here you can have a little bit more of a buffer. No, H6 is fine here. You can be an H8. DS13. Cool. This can be 30. Apply, save. You know what would be really cool is if there was like a smarter shuffle, but I'm not gonna do that. Right, just to ensure that the levels are being shuffled in a way where it maximizes variety and minimizes repetition. Don't wanna play with it that much. This level doesn't need to be. So let's just see the occurrence here. Okay, if Jan 1 1 2 1 1. Okay, let's see if we make this go up by say 0.8, just a little bit less than 1. All right. 2 1 2 1. Interesting. Let's just take a random old level here. Whoa, it's a lot more frequent. How did it not show up for these many days, man? What levels are showing up in these days? Because this thing is pulled in thrice a day. D rooms are picked up thrice a day. So for example, over here, well, what I'm seeing is there's going to be enough variety going around. So like, if they were being picked up too frequently, also it was probably not a good sign. So nice. Here we have this going for 3 days straight. Wow, this level is really getting a lot of attention, isn't it? It's pretty spread out too. Like over here, it's like 4 times in January, twice in February, once in March. For example, this one's not mirrored. Say this. Let's look at. I want to be able to see the mirrored occurrences. Yo, okay, this one's interesting. DS6. It's good. I like it. I like it. DS9, DS11. Is there a way to sort this with the numbers? I don't want to do that. DS11, DS13. This is the longest chunk of the game, level 4. I think right now the way it's structured, the meat of all the variety is in level 4. Level 5 sprinkles some variety. um, Level 6 is just a straight shot to the end. There's not much fancy stuff going on over there. It's just like lots of long straights. I didn't want to. We'll do some magic there later when the time is right. I wanna just make sure that this part of the level is, there's lots of different stuff going on. Cool. Have an idea for a level we could do here, but this will not be in the straight. Save as d d rooms. Instead of a catcher, you know what, this catcher, bull catcher, catch, here's how I think this will break. Okay, now if this catcher was way up in the sky, will it work? Do you think it'll work? Let's find out. De-rising. I'm gonna have to finally make a pagination system here. De-rising. Oh, it works. It works. But did it freeze me? Did it freeze me at all? Nope, I don't think it's freezing me at all. Strange. Let's see where this is happening. World player. Oh, come on. There goes my screen again. Why OBS? Why? Why do we have to go through this? D straights, D rooms, D rising. Is it gapping? Gap is false. Gap is false because what is your absolute position? 5. That's how we're going to fix this. Aerial is false. Okay, so it'll fall, the petals will fall on an empty floor. No problem, no problem, no problem whatsoever. Where were we? Player. Aerial. Okay, yeah. If seg is not equal to null and seg type is equal to sync. Else if seg is not equal to null and absolute position dot y is greater than 0.5, aerial true. Let's see if that works. It should just, I'm expecting it to just freeze the player. That'll be good enough indication that it's working. D rooms, D rising. Yep, we're frozen. Nice, now I can make the rest of this level. What am I trying to do in this level anyway? I am trying to open brush shooter transports appear 6. Thank you. Side X 70 vanishes appear 7. Apply save. Apply text 70 also vanishes. Appear 8. What happened? Appear 8. Apply, save, and just bring the invisible. I'm gonna change this invisible thing. I'm feeling there is better language for that. Did you see that? I think this ought to be a little bit more difficult. We could break this up too. Transport, instead of transport, we can just do a drop TP balloon. Okay, and you just go up here 50. Apply. I see why these are not working anymore. Because they need to be able to see the not really digging this anymore. Okay, how do we fix this? Transport should cancel the projectile. Why isn't this guy vanishing? Vanish. This guy can just be have now been demoted to a balloon. You are now balloon man. That is a long and expensive level section. You're now on the hot seat. If you fall down, you're done for. This segment is unnecessary. Just trying something, okay. All the numbers changed again, huh? TB balloon appear 3, appear 4, and appear 5. I should go stock up on water before the shops close. I will be right back. Need to make sure I have everything for the night. Let's make more levels today. I need to add more levels to this list. Not D rooms, but D straights. All right.